finally back to making a video this week. I was supposed to make a video last week, I know, but I was so far behind in what I'm doing. I'm going through a transitional period and I'm happy to announce, because this will be a testimonial video, my new place that I am in. I am in my bedroom right now, and if you guys hear my kids in the back, don't mind it. They're loud. They're running around. They're doing virtual learning. But I'm in my new place right now. So this video will be a testimonial about everything God has taken me through these last couple of weeks. So like I said, I have my new place. I'm uber excited for this season. I have been going through so many transitions and they have all been great, yet stressful, very stressful, but they have been great. So I just wanted to encourage you guys in this video, like always, and just tell you to have more trust, faith, and belief in this season. When I started off on this journey, most of you guys know I've been single for the last 3 years. I was married before. I was used to living with my then spouse, and in our own place. When that relationship ended, I had to move back in with my parents for some time, or at the age of 30 years old, and kind of just regroup and redo life and relearn and do everything over again. So this season I started wanting to buy a house, and that process, of course, being hard with COVID hitting and everything, I had to kind of scale back and replan everything that I wanted to do. So I was like, hey, let me just start off and go apartment seeking and see what can I get, because I know God has had and planned. He had promised me that I would receive a house, and I knew as he has me in preparation for that, I had to really just be mindful and steadfast and understanding of the time that I'm in. So I went to seek me somewhere to live in the process of getting all my things together and getting ready to buy a house soon. Hopefully my goal is in a year or 2 years. That's my goal, is to buy my home within the next year and a half. So in that process of seeking and waiting, I went to go search for somewhere to live. I had applied at numerous places 2 or 3 times, and it wasn't that I couldn't get in. I got in, but it never met my expectations. So by the time I went to go see the place, how I looked online, if you guys ever been there, you see something online and then you go in person and you're like, oh my goodness, this is not what you guys advertised. And I was caught up in that, and I was so disappointed because I would spend the money on the application fee, go look at it, get excited, get all fueled up, and then go there, and it's exactly not what I wanted. So that pushed my moving date back that I had set for myself, which was the middle of the summer, around June or July. It pushed it all the way back until now, August. I just moved a couple of days ago, about 3 or 4 days ago, and it pushed my moving date back. In the midst of that, the place that I initially wanted, which was this place that I'm in now, everything is updated and kind of renovated. So I just knew, like, no, there's no possible way that I can afford that place. It's a couple $100s out of my budget. I don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So me being disobedient, I go somewhere else and I apply, get disappointed again. It was literally the same week I was supposed to move because COVID, everything was closed. So when the office opened back up that week that I was getting ready to move, I went there to see my new place, and guys, talk about mouth hit the floor, disappointment. I was just completely disappointed. And I felt the Holy Spirit convict me and hit me, and God sat right there and he talked to me. He was like, if you don't like it, don't move in. Don't move in. Don't put your money towards this for you to just move into somewhere you ultimately are not going to be happy in. So I was like, okay, Holy Spirit. So I get back in my car and I'm calling everywhere. I'm trying to see where I can get in at. And God was like, why are you rushing it? What are you rushing for? Calm down. And when I went home to regroup that week, I think I went ahead and I fasted that week, and I waited to hear from the Holy Spirit. I was like, okay, Lord, I won't put another application in. I won't call anywhere. I won't do anything. I'll just be still, and I'll wait on you. I was on my lunch break at work one day, and I was getting ready to get out the car to go clock back into work, and the Holy Spirit said, apply for the place you initially wanted. And I said, Lord, no, I can't afford that place. This place is too high. The Lord said, go and apply for the place that you initially want. Went back into work, probably like towards the end of my shift, I went ahead and applied. Got a call, got approved, but still, you have to wait for them to call you. So I waited for the leasing agent to call me, and they called me and told me I was approved. Let me know how much my rent would be. Everything would be up front, and it was well under my budget. You guys, I mean, it was under my budget. What I thought would have been over my budget was actually under the budget of what the other place originally wanted for the apartment that was a lot older and just a lot in a location that I really did not want to live in. And the crazy thing about it when I finally got the lesson that God was trying to teach me, it was stop settling. Stop settling. Stop believing here that you want here, but your faith is down here. So stop putting yourself here and then leaving your faith here. The two need to meet each other. And so when the Holy Spirit told me to stop settling and I got approved for the place I want, and I mean everything that I had on my checklist that I wanted in a place, the floors, the room size, the bedrooms, the bath, everything I literally wanted was on my list, and it was more than I expected. I'm such a picky person. I like to call myself bougie, a little bit bougie, you know, I am, but the Holy Spirit knows. The Holy Spirit knows. So in the midst of me waiting for this place, I was so anxious. I was a little bit anxious. But once I got over the aspect of being fearful, and I sat down and I prayed and I said, Holy Spirit, you know what? Build my faith. Edify me, build my belief, build my faith. Show me how to trust you more, because it's not my lack of trust in the Holy Spirit necessarily. I was more so worrying about how I was going to accomplish those things. And I had to get to a place where I had to realize when things started to happen in my life, it was not going to be because of my own hands. I wasn't going to be receiving the gifts and the blessings that I was going to receive because of me. It was because of the Holy Spirit. And when I say, guys, literally in this season, everything that I've asked God for has came to pass. Like, it is scaring me. It scared me to the point I was like, Holy Spirit, hold on. I just prayed about that. I was looking for a position to work from home, making at least the same pay that I'm currently making, or even more opportunities to allow me to flourish in my own personal business and kind to grow my business from the ground, which I'm trying to do right now, and just have more time for that, and more ways where I can still work but still have a super flexible schedule where I can kind of just do what I want to do when I need to do it. And when the Holy Spirit literally answered that prayer after I had just prayed it, and like a day later, I went to my manager and I was like, hey, I know we have another department at work, which they work from home. It's a lot flexible schedule. I think I want to do that. That's something I want to be open to it. I was very straightforward. I was very bold. And I was like, you know what, Lord, this is my season. I'm going to be more bold. I'm always encouraging other people. I'm always in faith for other people to receive exactly what they want to receive. Now I need to put that own faith towards myself and towards the things that I want. So you guys, when I say obedience is better than sacrifice, you guys, obedience is so much better than sacrifice. Sometimes waiting on the Holy Spirit is so much better because you get exactly what you want, or even more. You get beyond your expectations. For me, I had to wait a whole nother month before I was able to move, but it allowed me to even save more money. It allowed me to put more money aside. It allowed me to really look over my thoughts and my ideas and the things that I did want, and basically sort them out without just jumping into something wholeheartedly and not being satisfied at all. And I'm so super satisfied. I am so excited about what the Holy Spirit is doing in this season. The things that I have literally had prophesied over me the last 2 to 3 years are literally unrolling right in front of my face right now. And every day I wake up, I feel the Holy Spirit telling me it is happening. And I keep on hearing that Kiki Sheard song is happening for me. It's happening right now. Everything that I have literally been praying about, everything that I have been obedient for, and not just obedient so I can receive things and receive my blessings. I want my blessings, but obedient because that's my true heart's desire for my life, for the Holy Spirit, just to lead and guide me in everything I do. So you guys, when I'm telling you, have more faith and have more trust and belief in this season. When you are asking God for something, get up and step out on that faith and start to get the ball rolling on what you're asking God for. Literally, I have been asking God for this new schedule for my work for literally the last 2 months, and the opportunity was literally at my hands. It was right in front of my face at my job. All I had to do was go and ask. All I had to do was go and put the foot forward and say, hey, I want to do this. Hey, I need to do this because this is better for me right now in this season. And when I see God transition me, not only in the physically, but in the spirit, and literally the relationships that I'm walking into are actually just confirmation for exactly for what the Holy Spirit is doing in my life. I'm meeting people, I'm encountering people, even if it's just a, hey, how you doing, in a simple conversation. I'm getting what I need out of it because literally, guys, I am being driven by the Holy Spirit in everything I do. I tell God every day, I don't want anything without you, but I know now that nothing is impossible with the Lord. So you guys, just be strengthened in this season, knowing that you will have peace through all things. Don't look at what you don't have because it will make you ungrateful for what you do have. You guys be encouraged in this season. Step out on faith and be bold in what exactly you want to see God do in your life. God can do it, but sometimes we have to remove our own fear of it not happening from our minds so we can allow Holy Spirit to have access to make those things manifest in our life. Like I say all the time, if you guys need personal prayer, make sure you reach out to me on Facebook, either at my business page, Purpose Faith, or at my personal Facebook, which is Faith J Harris. Also, you guys, I now have a t-shirt line as a part of my brand. Some cool shirts about Christ. If you guys check it out, it's purposefaith.net/store. You can also go on my website, schedule your photo sessions with your girl. Your pictures will be super dope and super bomb. You would not regret it. You guys make sure you check me out. As always, I'm an open book. If you guys have any questions, check me out. Feel free to hit your girl up. Follow me on Instagram at purposefaith_. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to really sit down and divulge into more things with you. Now that I have the time and I have all this super duper space, I wish I can show you guys this whole place. It is super, super dope. Show you guys all this space, but just really sit down and be able to talk to you guys now. I can actually dive into some dialogue that I've been wanting to dive in for a long time, bring some of my friends and some people on board with me to help me out with that. So you guys make sure you check me out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because you don't want to miss out. Everything that I talk about is faith, love, Christ, and relationships. I'm all Christ-centered, so everything that you'll hear me say, God will always be at the front and the end of it because it's just who I am. I love you guys so much, and you guys have a blessed week. Be purpose in your walk and know that you can receive anything that you ask the Holy Spirit for. Check your heart, check your minds, and walk boldly. I love you guys so much. Peace.